Hey everybody, it's Old Pappy back with another gameplay video, and thanks for tuning in. This time around, we're going to be checking out some different builds for Falcon. Now, there's been lots of changes, obviously, the last little while. There's been the introduction of some new weapons. The pilots have come in, allowing you to get all kinds of different skills and advantages for your robots. And I've always been a big fan of Falcon myself, and I know in the current meta, it's not as strong as it used to be. When it's facing Ares and Nemesis and Hades with their impenetrable energy shields and whatnot, but I still think it's a pretty good robot to use, and some of these new weapons and skills are actually allowing it to kind of get a bit of a revival. And so I'm going to try a few different builds today. I'm going to try one with 3 Calamity, and if you know your weapons, a Calamity is sort of like a Scourge, a heavy Scourge. It's 600-meter range, does more damage as you get closer to your enemy. The catch, of course, is that it takes a few seconds to lock on. I'm going to try this new weapon here that you see on the screen, the Avalanche. It's another sort of a heavy version of a Columbus rocket. Has splash damage, reloads as it fires, with a 500-meter range. And so for 2 of the builds, I'm going to have 3 weapons, and obviously the Falcon's ability is that if you push the special ability, the second and third weapon lock into place, and you can also jump. So it gives you 3 weapons, but the problem is one of the big strengths of Falcon is that it has damage resistance when it's only using 1 weapon. And so I'm going to try off this build right now. This is with the 3 Avalanche, and I'm going to try to see if there's a good trade-off here. Using the splash damage of the Avalanche and the 500-meter range to stay out of trouble, I'm going to see how long I can last. This is my first time actually using the new Avalanche, not on the test server. And I really enjoyed it on the test server. And so I'm going to try to do a little bit of a different type of gameplay than I normally do. For any of you who watch some of my videos, you know that I'm kind of a kamikaze guy. I've never really been a fan of hanging back. I'm not really a camper. I've been playing since 2014, believe it or not, and I've kind of seen it all come and go, and I've always enjoyed brawling more than anything else. So I'm going to kind of try to use this more as a brawling weapon than as a camping weapon. So I'm going to sort of do my hit and hide, jump up, see if I can hit some guys, land safely, trying to stay between 200, 300 meter range, 400 meter range maybe, but also being ever wary that I don't want to get locked down like right now, and if I do, I definitely need to be able to protect myself. So that guy over there in the Pursuer, he locked me down, and he also had Last Stand. You saw that little icon pop up above the robot. But for whatever reason, after he locked me down, he didn't come at me. That's what I would have done. I would have chased myself down. He probably could have killed me in a few seconds, because again, when I was using my 3 weapons there, I didn't have my damage resistance. The other thing I think it's important to note is that although I'm using maxed weapons and maxed bots, my pilots aren't maxed. In fact, I think the Falcon I'm using now, I don't think even has a pilot. I wish it did. The one that I'm going to use a little bit later on with the 3 Calamities, I think it's around level 20. I'm stuck because I don't have enough gold to upgrade it. And then I have another one, I think around level 30. Again, same situation, no gold to upgrade it. And it is using a specific skill called the Traditionalist skill. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later on. Because it's turning out to be a real game changer in terms of a skill that makes the Falcon not only viable but actually dominant in some situations. But anyway, getting back to the game here, it's actually working out pretty good. I see I only have about maybe a quarter of my health left, but I've already made it. It's around the 7-minute mark remaining in the game, and I'm able to stay back out of the range of Orcans and Terrans, and also I've kind of been fortunate that I haven't been locked down too much this game. And you'll see this tactic that I'm doing here. I like to attack whenever I have a jump, and this goes way back, even back in the Griffin days. I always prefer to jump sideways and attack, because it's very hard for an enemy, unless they're locked on, to track you, aim, track, and hit you before you land safely. So there you go. That was my Avalanche gameplay. It didn't do so bad. I'm not sure how I'm doing damage-wise, but I made it to the 6-minute mark, and if I can just get this Natasha to get out of the way here. Oh, okay. Let's see here. See if I can get a little bit closer with the 600-meter range. This isn't a really good map to run these weapons at distance, because there's too many places for people to hide. Because you're going to constantly lock on, and especially when a lot of guys are running stealth now, it's kind of hard to you lose valuable seconds when you have to lock on. But you'll see here, I did my sideways jump. The 3 Calamity are doing a pretty good job, but I am taking a little bit of damage. I'm kind of lucky. I think that guy, he was using an Ember, which is the flamethrower, the heavy flamethrower, and he was missing me a little bit because the Ember flame trail drifts, and so you almost have to lead your enemy when you're using an Ember. You gotta kind of aim a little bit in front of him, and then the flame actually blows back on him. If you aim right at the guy and he's moving sideways, 9 times out of 10 you'll actually miss him. And you see right there, I hit that guy with my 3, and look at this, I'm stuck. I didn't even realize this at the time. I'm actually stuck on a ledge, or else I could have killed that guy too. But when I jumped up there, that actually took a lot of his health in just a few seconds. Now, you look at our numbers, we're doing terrible here. There's only 3 of us left. I don't know where the rest of my teammates went. We're down 3 beacons to 1. Again, not looking good for old Pappy here, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I just got myself a rampage, and this is one of the problems with the Calamity. You get hung up on things. You'll notice that on this map. You'll notice it on the carrier map. If you're jumping in the air and your Calamity hit the ledge, you actually get stuck there. So, hey, look at that. I just got myself a godlike. Nice. And see if I can get this guy, get another godlike before I'm dead. There you go. Yeah, I'm actually having pretty good luck with this now. You can see, though, that the damage is piling up, and that's going to be that. Now again, now this one's going to be, you're going to look at this guy and you're going to like, what in the world is Reed doing here? What's old Pappy doing? Well, I only have 1 weapon. If you remember, I'm using the Traditionalist skill, Traditionalist. And what it does is that it kills my ability, it turns off my ability to use my other weapons and to jump, but it gives me an extra 50% damage resistance on top of the built-in damage resistance for the Falcon. And so you see here, this guy is hitting me over and over and over and over, point blank with shotguns, and he can't kill me. And I also was getting double teamed by a guy shooting missiles at me as well. And you know, I usually run this in combination with my my health booster, so I can get my health back. And see, now I should be able to. This guy's hitting me point blank over and over and over and over again with those shotguns. And see, time ran out, but I would have been able to get him. So that's kind of give you just a little taste of what the Traditionalist skill can do. This Traditionalist skill is just really something else. And look at that, I got 1.7 million plus damage that game. You know, not bad. And I barely even got to use my Traditionalist. I usually save the Traditionalist for last because it's so powerful. So let's try this again, and you know, I start another game, and lo and behold, I get the same map. This must be probably the 15th time I've got this map today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe some of the other ones are out for repair. Who knows? But anyway, we're going to start off again with our Avalanche and see what kind of damage we can do. Now I got to get to within 500 meters, and I let it go, and you can see his health go down there. I took out what? About a little bit more than a quarter of his health. And then jump sideways, see if I can hit him. Now, one of the things I'm noticing with the Avalanche, and again, this is my first time outside the test server when everything's level 8. It's my first time using it at max level, is one of them alone probably isn't going to do it. So I would not use the Traditionalist skill and try to run just a single avalanche, because it doesn't have enough stopping power. And so it would take me forever to kill my enemy. And even though when you use Traditionalist, it gives you a lot of damage resistance, you also need killing power. And that's why I like Calamity. You know, it's a trade-off because you have to lock on, but my gosh, that thing just melts enemies. I find it gives more damage per second than Ember. Does more damage than shotguns, both the energy kind and of the regular kind. And in fact, once you get your one of the big disadvantages, because I do see people using Traditionalist with shotguns, is that after that first volley, like bang, 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 then you're not dealing out a lot of damage. It's like bang, bang, bang. And that, when you are facing me, if I go head-to-head with you and you're using a shotgun Traditionalist Falcon and I'm using the Ember, or sorry, if I'm using the Calamity, I can actually do a lot more damage than you can, point blank. And it takes 5 seconds to reload, and then I got a completely full clip again. So that's why I choose to use it. You know, I may end up trying to do some videos on different builds for the Traditionalist to see if, you know, other ones will work. But you see there, that's one of the drawbacks with using this other skill. If you're not going to do Traditionalist and you're going to do something else, like maybe a speed boost or some of the skills, you can regain your health, whatever. You're not going to get that damage resistance. And so while my avalanche did okay, I died pretty quick there. So let's see if I can actually get my excuse me, my Calamity Falcon with the Traditionalist to last a little bit longer than last game. You know, because as you remember, the last time around, the time ran out before I had a chance to really show you what it could do. So one of the things with the skill, I'm not too scared of anybody. And I think I surprise a lot of people. Like, you'll see a lot of people that run Ares or Nemesis or Hades with their energy shields, and they'll see you coming. And because this is a relatively new thing, you know, the pilots are just coming in, I don't think a lot of people out there understand just how deadly and durable this build is. And so I'll see guys in Ares, and they'll see me, and they'll just think, oh gosh, this is just the juiciest prey they've ever seen. And they'll run right at me, and they'll start hitting me, and I'll hit my health button to regenerate. And like, suddenly they start to backpedal, and they're like, oh god, what did I do? And I literally kill them. I just chase them down and kill them while their energy just shaves tiny slivers off my health. And so you can see here, even here, like, I'm getting hit from behind, I'm getting hit from the front, I'm still alive. You know, there's an Ares, and look what I'm doing to him.
Triple kill.
You know, got him. It's really incredible, you know. I mean, I'm almost scared to do the videos like this, because if everybody catches on, then, you know, you're not going to see another build out there. You're basically going to see everybody running Falcons with Traditionalist and Calamity, or maybe Ember or something like that. But it's going to flood the battlefield, and I'm sure you will hear about it in the coming weeks and months. You're going to hear people saying they want to nerf, they want to change, to reduce the damage resistance, or do something to it. I'm going to die here because I'm just, you know, I think 3 guys are taking me on at once. 4, actually, were taking me on at once. But trust me, if you play it strategically, you could probably play the Traditionalist the entire game and not even need another robot. That's how strong it is. It really is incredible. Now, I'm just getting to the end of the game here. You know, I'm going to wrap it up. There you go. See, that's the difference in the durability. You know, I don't have Traditionalists on that, and I got caught with a lockdown, and I'm dead. So anyway, hopefully that video was helpful. It kind of gives you an idea of what this new skill Traditionalist can do. I love it, and I really want to get it on my other Falcons. I haven't been lucky enough to actually get it in the skills when I get the random skills yet. So hopefully I'll get it soon. But try it yourselves. Let me know what you think. As always, if you liked what you saw here, click subscribe and share the video with your friends. You know, I'd like to see everybody out on the battlefield, and maybe I'll run head to head with another Traditionalist Falcon, and we'll see who comes out on top. So take it easy, and I'll see you on the battlefield.